Hey y'all, it's me. I don't really know what's going on, but this is Stop, Drop, and Roll On for people that don't know. Anyway, I don't know why anybody wouldn't know considering the fact that you subscribe to the channel. Anyway, y'all know me. Anyway, I had done a video, but I deleted my other video, so I guess that might take me back to square one, where I have to build it back up again so I can do a video. This is probably a blessing in disguise for everybody else because it makes me limit my videos. So it's some people probably just out there pumping their fist going, yes, she can just get right to it and that's fine. Anyway, though, where have I been? What have I been doing? Um, I have been, I don't know how to put this. Anyway, let me just start from the beginning, knowing full well that I got a certain amount of numbers to start from the time to start from the beginning and get to the end. A few, it's really, I was gone before I actually left. I was having a really hard time in the end putting up videos and being consistent and stuff like that. And usually when that happens to me, what's going on with me is that in the past, and I don't know if this happens with people when they get older or what. And it may not. I don't know. But I'm just speaking for myself. I've always been aware of what's going on with me, and in situations where stuff kind of like apply to me and things like that. I almost dropped some. And aware on a level of sensing, okay? And what had happened this last time, I will say probably like early summer, I started just feeling like something was about to happen. And usually when I get like that, people that have been around me for an extended period of time, they know when I say that, they just start really understanding. But for people that don't know me, and there were some people that really don't know me, but I tried to explain that, my term that I use for that is going underground. Don't mean I'm in tunnels and all that stuff. It just means that I am dropping way down low under the radar, pulling it in as tight as I can, and really only doing essential stuff. Um, I had a lot of stressors coming from a whole lot of different areas. Um, Things changed significantly. I cannot go into, well, I can, but what I'm choosing to do is to keep a lot of my business, because even if I went into it, it would just be me telling you about something that, one, you might not even care about. Number two, you don't know what I'm talking about. And again, go back to number one, you don't care no way. And for the ones that people that actually do care, sometimes it's not even enough to know you just don't understand, you know. And then for the people that understand and care, that's why I'm doing this video, okay? So what happened work-wise, work was Bazooka Joe crazy. And it was just every day a change, a change, a change. I do not mind change. I don't have a problem with it at all, but I do have a problem with change when it becomes an issue where I cannot get, when I'm dealing with a moving target like this, you can't ever get secure in anything. So that was one thing. And then on a personal tip, there was some stuff going on that I will not go into. And then on a spiritual level, it was just, how God will pull you in and tell you, okay, get over here and get yourself still, and let's go a little deeper. And that's fine. That's what fathers do. That's what this father does. And you really are a clown if you don't pay attention to it and if you don't do it. I mean, you might as well go on ahead on. And I don't have a problem with it because I know it's for my good. But it didn't feel good when all of this stuff was happening, and it just seemed like it was happening all at once. It was just like one thing happened, and you think you're getting a little okay, and then something else happened like that. So anyway, um, basically, I had to like cut a lot of just stuff out. Not saying that, community is not important, but I was raggedy on a whole bunch of different levels just with my workouts. Eating was either non-existent, like, okay, I don't feel like eating, let me just eat this just so I can say I ate something, and then knowing that it wasn't the best stuff to eat. I mean, you might sit down and eat some protein and you don't have any vegetables or this, that, and other. I mean, that's what I mean by just crazy, just doo-wacky eating. I don't know what doo-wacky means. That's just a word I just said. But anyway, that's what was going on. And then sometimes just literally just being too caught up in everything that was going on. Um, Y'all know I had two mother-in-laws. Now I only got one. One of the little things and went on to the other side. And just things like that. My grandmother is still alive, but the situation has not um, changed. Um, and work has been something else. It's changed. I have a different job. However, the what I have had to learn is that it's up to me to determine how I'm going to look at things, which I knew that all along, because I'm finding a common thread among a lot of stuff as far as work is concerned. The climate is different. People's mores as far as work, and I have a different work ethic. Actually, y'all already know, I've told you in the past, I can lean over toward workaholic type stuff, and I have had to pull myself in and rein myself in on a regular and on the regular with that. And I have, little things in place to keep me from going to that. And it's just that imperfect perfectionism type thing that tries to rear its head and do what it do. I in my where I'm at now, I have a group of ladies that I get together and talk with, and all of us have fives at the front, pretty much of our age, and so we have been talking about things that would affect you if you've been really living up to this point in life, and where we want to go from here, because it's different than when you're in your 40s. It's different than when you're in your 30s. It's different from your 20s, and when I'm 10, I ain't thinking about nothing but having fun and playing, so I ain't going there. But I'm just saying, it changes, and so I realize I'm in a different place. And my thing where I'm at right now is I used to have this problem about pulling people, let me bring you with me. Let me show you the way. Let me and when I say way, I'm talking about whatever. This is what I learned, and this is what I need you to know, and here it is right here. Take it. All that type of stuff. Where I'm at now is I kind of approach everything else like how how I do a lot of other stuff. But that's it. That was a vague statement. But I'm going to probably say it one time at this point. I'm not going to keep on going over and over and over. And if it's not received, or if it's not understood, if it's something that I clearly think that it needs to be expanded upon, then I will spend time doing that just because that's the type of person am. We're not really weren't raised to be non-gracious people, but what I will say is that we were also raised, and this is something that I have noticed between my parents, the one that I have left, and my siblings, is that we're accepting almost to a fault. And I don't mean it creates some conflict sometimes. I put it like that. And so where I'm at now is, if you tell me you're thirsty, I'm gonna tell you Right over there is a watering hole. If I sense that there's some additional information that's needed, I guess it picked up. I don't know what happened. But I'm more than willing to assist, with the going to the pointing the way or maybe even walking you over there. But every time you get thirsty, I'm not gonna keep on pointing you to the water hole. It's not necessary. I have learned that people will waste your time, your resources, and your efforts with things. And I was looking at this video this young lady put up the other day, and she made this comment that she said that her pastor had made. And I'm like, I can listen, and it's up to me to whatever. But she made this comment. She said that her pastor made the comment and said, do not keep revisiting areas that you have mastered. And that is what I mean by, that sums it up like in a nice little tidy wad. I don't know how tidy a wad is, but it just sums it all up. If you have mastered something, you don't have to keep on backing up because the other people don't want to move forward. If you are led to tell or speak about anything, and I'm talking about overall, I'm talking about work, I'm talking about my physical self, I'm talking about my emotional self, I'm talking about my spiritual self, I'm talking about the whole person, the whole man, then I feel is where I'm at this point in my life, and I have not always been here, is that people really have to be more responsible. I have to be more responsible for my own self. I have some areas where I really need to rein in responsibility, which is why I'm on YouTube. I prefer the community and the accountability. I need it, and it's good to have iron sharpening iron and people telling or sharing things that are important to them, but at the same point in time, I don't expect nobody to get on here and tell me how to make how to do anything, over and over again. If you get up here and you do a video, the video's here for infinity unless you pull the thing down, the video down or the account down. You can go back and look at that thing. But I'm just looking at it in an overall sense. So don't take it out of context. Anybody, please. Just hear me. Oh, stop, drop, and roll on. I got evil and hard. I'm not evil and I'm not hard. But when you get shown something, and I'm not talking about by folks, I'm talking about when God shares something with you and explains to you things that you need to deal with and then move on from, you are a true clown if you don't do it. And that is where I'm at. This hair, my hair suffered while I was gone. Um, Last month, the month February 2014, I dropped 13 pounds. And basically, all it was me getting up, moving my meat, drinking water, um, and really just watching what I'm eating. I still have some things that I need to share and some stuff that I want to do. I hope that I want to just tell everybody thank you for the people that reached out to me. I got some of the nicest messages, and one girl in particular, honey, I sure do thank you for saying what you said to me about, the school thing. You know who you are, school and the inspiration and stuff like that. I will tell you that the day that I read that, I was having an extremely rough day. And it made a big difference in my life. Because sometimes people ask you how you doing and they walking by before you even answer them. They ask you how you doing. It's like a perfunctory thing that we do. And when you start really telling them how you doing, it's quite obvious that they waiting on you to get through so they can tell you how they really doing. I get to what it is that they really want. And that's okay, it's human nature. But that made a big difference. And for everybody that stuck around and wondered or asked me if I was coming back, I did miss y'all. I really did. I just needed to figure out what would be changing and what I would be doing. And I'll be sharing that more and more. But I had to put this video up because my other video was not doing whatever it was supposed to be doing. So I'll talk to y'all later. Toodles.